sit in third place in the National League East Division. 11.
Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago Cubs.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Kevin Givens will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
These guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them and a postseason win under their belts already.
First pitch, 107.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Socrates Brito is on deck. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
Well, nobody in that dugout is going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Socrates Brito will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Peter O'Brien gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
Skied into very shallow right.
I go.
And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Darren James will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Leading off the inning, Wilson Ramos, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Three and 0 now.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Belted high and deep into right center. Mata going back on it at the track. Gone!
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And the Diamondbacks claw back into this one. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Jose Abreu is at the plate as he watches ball 1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Britt Park comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
there's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. When you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
Jake Lamb comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Yeah, this is a ball he probably should have had over at first. You see him come off the base to field it, but then it just gets right through him and on into right field.
Here's the first pitch to him. Murray Cabrera is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
The second for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Only one in the inning for Arizona. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubbies are in front, 3-1. David Warren set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Standing in now, Kevin Givens. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. And with two away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Socrates Brito stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Leading off the inning, Peter O'Brien, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Diamondbacks have cut this to a 3-2 ball game.
And nobody away.
Wilson Ramos stands in as he looks at ball one here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50 batters he's faced. He's pitching.
Now batting, right fielder, Britt Park.
Striding into the box, Britt Park, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Darren James will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Darren James.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Brien is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Jake Lamb heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here we go.
Look out, 2-0 now.
No strike.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Set to deal on 2-2. And another foul ball. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Now batting,
Murray Cabrera will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Trying to hold the lead. Sent on the ground out to second. 1 away. David Warren will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
0-1 pitch on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
Hey, 1 away, 1 away.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Yeah, that is down the middle, but at 96, that's still tough.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
The batter, number 13.
So striding in, number 13, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Darren James stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
James.
Hey, one time right now, kid. Here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Socrates Brito is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Hey, one away, one away.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
And they'll issue the intentional walk here. Interesting decision with the bases empty and 1 away.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Smokes this one into deep center field. Mata going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Jose Abreu will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Any surprise they're attacking him like this? Those are 2 good pitches.
No, I think that's the way this guy operates. He won't back down out there, nor should he.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from 3rd. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs are on top 7-2. Britt Park will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
No runner, no runner. Not hold.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on its way. Jake Lamb stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, nobody away.
That evens it up 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Gloved by Russell. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Murray Cabrera will step in. A ground out victim as last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 53, Trevor Cahill.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hot shot on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Cubs lead this one 7-2. Kevin Givens will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Hey, nobody out now. Nobody out.
Strikes to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
3-2.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and this, in fact, is the 3rd time he's victimized this guy.
Socrates Brito will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Peter O'Brien will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the
Ball
batter.
1, no strike.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
Hey.
A strike, and it's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit hard to the right side. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 7 and the Diamondbacks 2. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously.